welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's having a great day. Sitting back, I'm going to make some changes to my channel and the site. First, I want to thank my return subscribers. I really appreciate those supporting the channel. And if you're new to the channel, hopefully you'll enjoy these short videos. I try to leave a short video anywhere between 8 and 15 minutes. Hopefully that will kind of pique your interest. Well, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I try to post a video at least once a week, so subscribe so you can get additional videos. I've been talking about expanding the channel. Some of my friends and subscribers have sent me personal messages saying, hey, instead of looking at it from just all federal government, can you include things such as VA disability, claims processes, and anything that can help the veterans, not only from trying to find a job, help with resumes, things of that nature. So I kind of changed my basically dynamic of the channel, and I'm going to kind of bring some more information to try to help everybody out there. All right, without further ado, today we're going to be getting into a topic that's going to talk about the top 15 VA 100% permanent and total disability benefits. There's a plethora of resources out there and benefits that soldiers are entitled to and veterans entitled to. But after taking a close look, I want to give you the top, in my opinion, I think is the top 15 videos, the top 15 benefits that really should kind of entice you or encourage you, implore you to basically try to get 100%. Some of us have been trying for many, many years to get there. I'm one of them. It took me 30 years of fighting the same issues. I have basically gone in, filed claims. I may get 10%, 20%, whatever. I continue to fight. I give up. Wait a couple years. I try again. And it took 30 years to finally get 100%. So I wanted to try to share that information with you. Before we get into today's topic and those top 15, in my opinion, I want to make sure you understand, and I started putting this in my videos recently. I want to make sure you understand I am not a lawyer. Don't claim to be a lawyer. I am not a VSO. I don't work for the VA. No one is sponsoring this video. It's basically based on my view and my opinion only. If you don't believe that the information is correct, just go ahead and do your own research. I think by sharing the video kind of helps you take a look and see what's out there and what's not. All right? All right. Let's get into number one. Number one is the disability pay. By far, for some veterans that are out there struggling, unemployed, still trying to get a job out there, the VA pay, permanent total at 100%, by far, especially for a single person, is roughly about $3,600, almost $3,700, right? So if you're not working, that really helps. Now, if you have additional, let's say, benefits outside of that, you may be able to get an increase. If you're married, you have dependents, that number increases. But really try to fight for that disability benefit. Now, what's good about that disability pay is depending on the COLA. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But if that goes up, Social Security goes up, usually you get an increase every year. All right. I'm going to try to make this video short. So if you got any additional questions after that, leave them down in the comment. I get back to you. The second, number two on the list is going to be your federal student loans discharge. So if you have student loans, you go in and you just apply once you're 100% permanent and total. Now, some say if you're just 100%, it can happen. Don't know. I recently did it. I submitted. My student loans were discharged. So it can be done. The only difference is it'll say zero. You don't owe anything. They'll send you a letter say you don't owe anything. It'll reflect in your FAFSA website, which is great. However, it's going to take about 3 years or so for that really to start coming off of your credit. So just be aware of that. All right, moving on to number 3. Number 3 is basically your home tax, your home property tax exemption. So depending on what state you're in, basically you apply and that state will take off your property tax on your home. I did mine. It happened pretty rapidly. I was able to get my property tax taken off within 2 weeks of applying for that. So I think that's great. Not every state is the same, so you might want to reach out to your state reps, your property tax office, and see what is the story for your state. The next, number 4, is going to be your vehicle registration. So you go down, you show your permanent total, show them your information. Excuse me. What end up happening now is they'll give you a disability tag. With that disability tag, they're only going to give you that disability, veterans disability tag, for one vehicle, your primary vehicle preferably. And also they're going to give you 2 free placards. That's the handicap placard that goes inside the window. Basically allows you to park in a handicap spot. Okay, I think that is awesome, especially depending on your injuries sustained. It gives you just easy access to the shopping centers. All right, number 5, it gives you priority scheduling at the VA. What that basically means is someone like me prior, where I was not 100%, trying to get a hold of primary care, trying to get a hold of some department, neurology, gastro, and whatever, sleep studies, whatever. It would take a very long time. Now being 100% P&T, literally I'm getting direct care. I'm scheduling appointments. If I can't get into this office, I shuffle to that office. I'm requesting my care to be outsourced, and I think that is working well for me. All right, number 6. Number 6 is Champ VA. Champ VA, do your research on this. I think this is really good. So let's say, for example, you don't have any medical coverage, or your family members don't have medical coverage. Champ VA is just another form of benefits that you can get to get medical care for your family. All right, do your research. All right. Number 7 is national parks. National parks, you apply for a lifetime membership to national parks, and it's about $20 for the application. They'll send you a really nice card in the mail, and that card literally allows you to access federal parks. Also, your state parks are accommodating where you may get a free pass for you and your immediate families. So, or immediate family members, let me correct that. Some states are veteran supportive, some are not. So please do your research with that. You get kind of different other benefits. We'll talk about that further down. All right, we're going to move into, let's say, dependent education programs. So once you're 100% permanent and total, you're entitled to voc rehab. You're entitled to educational benefits if you want to pursue education, a certificate program, things of that nature to include your family members. Give an example of that. So if you have a child that's under the age of 18, by the time you are P&T and that child is going to go to a state university, they will cover up to 3 years of that state university to include providing a stipend to that child up to $1,250. Now, again, I love all these great benefits. The issue with a lot of these benefits, there are people fighting behind the scenes to try to get some of these benefits changed and reduced and everything else. So before I go on, I don't want to make this a political flat platform, but I want you to really start looking at what your politicians are really doing and what they're voting for, and hopefully they don't reduce your benefits. Most of us have really put in the time, and we struggle to get our voice heard on these benefits, and now we're there after fighting all these years again. Now we have to talk about reduction. Not saying that's going to happen. I've been hearing it on the news and the media and this platform. It's best to wait and see, do your research, and if you have any concerns, reach out to your political parties. Number 9. Number 9 is Special Adaptive Housing Grant. So if you're wheelchair bound and you want them to come out and kind of accommodate the house for you, that will be done as part of your package. All right, we're going to move in number 10. Number 10 is your foreign medical program. So for example, for someone such as myself that's retiring overseas, unless I take my retirement from a federal position, your VA is not going to work overseas, right? So what you're going to have to do is you can apply for the foreign medical program. What ends up happening, you can get your medical care overseas, and basically make sure you keep your receipts. You submit your claim, and you do have a way to peer to get some of that money back, and it'll be about 80 or so percent. So just keep that in mind. You'll be reimbursed, but things in the government move slow, but you definitely will get your money back. Now, once you have, I'll move into number 11. Number 11 basically is Space A flights. So once you get 100% permanent total, you'll go over to your local base. Let them update your DEERs. They'll give you a really nice 100% permanent and total disabled ID, green ID card. It'll say indefinite up at the top, and that brings a whole slew of benefits. We'll talk about that in number 14. But it allows you to fly Space A. It can accommodate your family. The one caveat to all of that is that you will have to fly CONUS. It does not allow you to go OCONUS. So just keep in mind, you can fly local if there are flights throughout the United States. All right, number 12 is dental care. With dental care, basically, if your disability is part of dental care, automatically you get your appointments. If they have not seen you, you might have to wait a while for your first appointment, but depending on your permanent and total disability rating, you'll be entitled to get in to do appointments. I started taking advantage of that as well. The next one is number 13. Number 13 is your hunting and fishing license. Depending on what state you reside in, some states don't even charge you for that, or they may charge you like a one-time fee, depending on the state. And then after that is indefinite. Take advantage of that, okay? Then we're going to number 14. Number 14, we talked about the ID card for the bases. The benefit about the bases is before you were 100% disabled, they passed the law that you can shop on Millicent installations and use the commissary and the PX. That's great. With being 100% permanent total, now you get to utilize the resources on the base, such as any legal things that you need to have happen, notarization, utilize one of the attorneys on the installation, ask for advice, things of that nature, wills, things such as that. You also have the ability to commissary, PX, MWR. You see, anything MWR, you're entitled just as though you were in the military or a retiree. So you almost get in the equivalent of what a military person is or a retiree. The only other thing that I'm struggling to find out about is, when we were in the military, one of the things, we had a ration card, so much coffee, so much alcohol. Previously, I was not allowed to purchase any alcohol. I'm still doing the research on that. And finally, what I discovered recently, number 15, is airport parking. So with 100% permanent total within the DC, Washington area, there are several airports. You have Reagan National, you have Dulles Airport, you have BWI. What's nice about those airports is if you're 100% permanent total and you have that disabled tag and the placard, and you go to Terminal 2, usually they let you park for free. I think that's outstanding for someone that travels as much as I do, where I may be gone as long as 30 days. I can leave my vehicle at the airport and not have to worry about taking an Uber or bothering someone to pick me up. All right, so I promised I wasn't going to make this video long. I'm sorry if it was too short, but I can talk afterwards. But that's the top 15 things that I discovered as a 100% total and disabled veteran that I really took advantage of when I became 100%. So if you got any other questions, any concerns, got some follow-up questions, or there's a topic that you want me to go over, just go ahead and leave those comments down below. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. Hopefully you found that information to be helpful to you. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate my viewers. And I look forward to sharing as much more information with you as I kind of expand this channel. I'm still going to do things related to federal employment and resumes and hiring and benefits and such as that. I'm just going to expand it into now trying to help veterans look towards the information that they would need on how to really benefit from those things out there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so very much and have a safe and enjoyable day.